What up, Canes fans? Before we get started, just wanted to talk to you guys about the Tank Brewery real quick. The Tank is located in the heart of Miami in Dade County at 5100 Northwest 72nd Avenue. This place is awesome. I've been there. The beer is outstanding. The food is great. Whether you're watching the Canes game, the Heat game there with your buddies, you're having a guys' night out, or you're having a date night with the missus, it's a great place to hang out. So you can order online at thetankbrewingtakeout.com or call them at 786-801-1554 for delivery or pickup. And here's the thing. If you use the promo code TANK4SUP, you will get free delivery on game days. And so that is TANK4SUP, the number 4, not spell it out, but Tank 4S up. So go check out our friends at the Tank Brewing. They've been great to us. So take it away, Jordan.
All right. Also, we want you guys to check out our guy, Stickers by AB. That's at STICKERZ by AB. I've been ordering a bunch of stuff from him. We have a collaboration sticker that has our logo on it. So make sure you're checking him out. Give him a follow on Twitter. He's just a good dude, and he's helping us design our merch. So yeah, man, it's make sure you're supporting the good people that help us out here on Fours Up.
You're listening to the Fours Up podcast with your host, Marsh.
What up, Canes fans? It is the Fours Up podcast. It is Monday, December 28th, and it is the bowl game prep. Canes are taking on Oklahoma State tomorrow. As always, I'm joined by my wonderful producer and co-host, Jordan Nelson. Jordan, how are the holidays? How are you feeling? How are we doing?
Dude, the holidays were good. We had a good Christmas over here. It was very cold in Utah. Unfortunately, there wasn't any snow. Which defeats the purpose of living in a place where it's cold in the winter.
I hate Utah when it's cold and not snowing. It looks so ugly.
What's the point?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of having?
Hey, what the hell are we doing?
It was like 22 degrees and there was no snow on the ground, so it's like, okay, whatever.
That's cold for Salt Lake.
Yeah, it was pretty cold. So.
Wow. Okay, so big news over the weekend, just like kind of you and I predicted. D'Eriq King is coming back.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
it's dude.
God is like giving us like a present. He knows, you know what, guys, 2020's been rough. Here you guys go.
That's like the difference between a 10-2 or 11-1 season versus a 7-4, or 7-5. Well, I don't know how many games we play. 7-5, 8-4. Like, that's the difference. It's another between 2 to 4 wins, at least, is having D'Eriq King.
No, absolutely. I mean, we could lose tomorrow, but I'm still so happy because D'Eriq King is coming back. Like, that changes so much. He once again puts us in contention for the ACC Coastal. We weren't able to go this year because of those Irish people in Indiana, but this is going to be. I'm already ready for spring camp.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Dude, the season ends tomorrow. This sucks.
Yeah. So how do you feel? So I want to cap here before the bowl game. Bowl games at this point in college football history, they don't mean as much as they used to. I feel like because you have so many guys that don't play. I mean, you're already getting coaching changes. You're signing recruiting classes. I feel like the bowl game is like it's the epilogue to a season. It's not part of the core plot line.
Yeah, I mean, I hate that. Like, I hate that mindset. I mean, it's reality. It's a fact that bowl games. If you're not in the college football playoff, then what's the point? I mean, it used to be that if you won a Fiesta Bowl or an Orange Bowl, even if it wasn't the national championship, that was a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's just not that way anymore. But I mean, I feel like nobody's talking about this game because we're some fans are either still pissed about the UNC game, or all fans are just talking about recruiting, and we're just talking about next year. Like, this is we're playing a ranked team. It's not like we're playing Nevada in the MPC Computer Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's true. I think it kind of takes the wind out of the sails, though, when, a good chunk of our best players have declined to play, and then a good chunk of Oklahoma State's best players have declined to play. So, I mean, I get it. Like, I'm having a hard time getting myself hyped for this game.
Yeah.
But
okay, so speaking of that, as of right now, I could only find I found 3 players for Oklahoma State that is opting out. Their running back, Chuba Herbert, offensive tackle Taven Jenkins, and cornerback Darius Williams. So their running back is out. So that's good.
Yeah, and he was like second in Heisman voting last year or something?
Well, last year he was a freaking beast. But their best receiver, Tylan Wallace, is going to play. So DJ Ivy, hey.
Yeah, right.
Oh gosh, I was so tempted to I really was tempted to drive up for this game tomorrow, and then I thought about it a little more, and just never entertained the thought again.
Yeah, I mean, driving 5 hours to watch a game with. I don't know. I don't know about you, but
it's only like a 3-hour drive for me.
Okay.
Yeah, it really isn't like that bad, but I mean, I got to work the next day, and it's the Cheez It Bowl.
My confidence level about this game is not significant. How about, we got Petrie coming on. Should we call him in before we talk about it? I know he's strongly opinionated, and he actually agrees with us more than I think a lot of our listeners do. So yeah, it'll be fun to talk to him.
Yeah, let's get him on.
Okay.
Hello?
Petrie, what's up, brother?
Jordan, what's up, man?
Petrie, my friend, what's going on?
Marsh, what's good, brother? How are you, man?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Dude.
When are we gonna hit up Shenanigans again?
We can go whenever you want. After the bowl game. I don't know if we're gonna get a lot of opportunities for Canes type related situations, but we can go whenever you're ready.
I mean, we can always meet up to drink. That's fun, right?
Hey, man, I don't need an excuse for that.
Oh, good deal. Okay, so Canes are in the Cheez It Bowl tomorrow, playing against Oklahoma State. How are you feeling, man? Because Jordan and I we're not very hype. I mean, I'm trying to hype myself up for this game, but I mean, I think that we only have one bowl game win since 2006. We're coming off a 62 point, we just allowed 62 points in North Carolina. I don't know where the mindset is of this team. How are you feeling about tomorrow?
Yeah, man. I think I'm kind of with you guys on that one. I'm not tremendously psyched, like, oh yeah, we're going to blow the doors off them. It's going to be 40-10, I wish I could say I was more confident. I think we'll win. I do believe that we will win, but I think it's going to be a little bit closer than some fans would like to hear, or some fans would like to think it will be.
Well, you know what's funny is that so the guy who runs the Fours Up Twitter, he tweeted out today, asking for score predictions. I would say 3/4 of the responses, I went back and ran them before we started recording. I'd say 3/4 of the responses they're predicting Oklahoma State. So I think it's just I feel like fans, like, at this point of the season, they're just I really just feel like they are so stuck on the UNC game, and it just left that bad of a taste in everybody's mouths. And it's just the kind of loss that lingers with you. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, Jordan.
That's kind of where all good, man. That's kind of where I am, though, is when you ask me what to think about this. Well, it's like the Cowboys they opened at a 2.5-point favorite. I don't know what the line is at now, but the last time we watched these
-2
Hurricanes,
last I checked, a little bit earlier.
Okay, so the last time we watched the Hurricanes, they had no fight. They had no will to win. They showed up completely unprepared and got pants, and exposed their little boy size package to everyone. Like, it was just horrible, like, it was disgusting, man. How can you confidently predict this team to change course and show up in a big game?
Yeah, I feel pretty okay about it. Marsh, I know you said you went through the replies in 3/4 for saying Oklahoma State, and that seems pretty accurate. I did see a few predicting Oklahoma State. I was on the 38 Miami, 31 Oklahoma State side personally. That's where I am. And I know you're a gambling guy, and Jordan, you might be a little bit too. Correct me if I'm wrong, but do you think some of these people are trying to like mush themselves, like, oh yeah, Oklahoma State's gonna win? Yeah, I think that's the way it's gonna go, and they're just trying to like mush themselves into reverse jinxing themselves into Miami winning.
It could be.
I know how degenerates work, so maybe they are trying to do that. But I will say, I've told probably 5 to 10 people to take Oklahoma State tomorrow, -2.5. The biggest thing for me is, what team are we going to see? Are we going to see? I mean, we all remember last year against Louisiana Tech. It was obvious that there was a lack of effort and a lack of just determination and wanting to be there. Are we going to see that kind of Canes team? I think the biggest difference, I mean, the reason why I don't think we will is because of one guy, and that's De'Ara King. I think De'Ara King is the kind of player that you want on any given situation. Doesn't matter if you're playing Oklahoma State in the Cheez It Bowl or Alabama game 1 or FAMU. Like, he's going to bring that same intensity and passion every single game. I want to win so bad just so we can end this year on a high note. And I feel like it will make people somewhat forget about the UNC game for a little bit. And I wrote that in a piece for State of the U today. And I was just basically telling everyone, shut up about UNC. Like, just go beat Oklahoma State. And I wasn't really talking to the fans. It was more pointed towards the team and the players and the coaches. Like, guys, I know that UNC is still in your minds and you're probably still thinking about it, but forget it. Like, you have a chance to go and beat a ranked team and end the season probably more than likely in the top 15 after just signing a great class for 2021. Yeah. So, like, come on, let's get it going.
We do have something to play for, and you hit it right on the head. Is if we win, we're probably a top 15 team to finish the year, and if we lose, we'll probably drop out of the rankings. Which kind of sucks to think about. But like, with our performances the last 2 weeks, can you guys see us being ranked if we lose to Oklahoma State?
I mean, I still think we'll be ranked. What are we right now? 18? Yeah. I still think we'll be ranked. I guess it just depends on, if we lose, what kind of loss is it?
Yeah. Not to mention, because we're in that 18 range right now, how other teams around us also finish. If we barely lose and then some of the other teams that are in the bowl games gets absolutely smoked, some of the ranked teams that get absolutely smoked, then yeah, we'll still be ranked. But if we get embarrassed in that bowl game, and then all the other teams that are in that 18 to 25 range look very good, or they're looking strong, then yeah, we might end up that season this season unranked.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so I was going to ask you guys, Jordan or Petrie, have you guys watched Oklahoma State at all this year? Have you guys done any, have you looked them up, or are you kind of going to this game blind?
So I watched a few games early in their season when their defense was very hot. I don't know if they kept that up, but the last time I watched them, they had the number 1 ranked defense in the country, and were really just dominating teams in that respect. So I don't know if they continued that trend. What we're going to go up against this week in that regard, but I don't know. Did you dig into them recently?
Yeah, I've just kind of jotted down some stats. So yeah, I was telling Jordan at the beginning of the show, so they'll have their running back out, their offensive tackle out, and their cornerback. They've all opted out. Their best receiver, Tylan Wallace, is going to play. He has 877 yards, 6 touchdowns, so he's going to be good. Their quarterback is He's nothing great, honestly, but they do like to run the ball, and given our last performance, they're probably going to want to run it every single play. I mean, because they very well could score 50. Without Jalen Phillips and Quincy Roche, Petrie, how are you feeling about the defense tomorrow night?
Yeah, I mean, the defense, I'm not tremendously concerned. I always think that we're going to have enough talent to keep us there and make enough plays at the right time that we will be